All right, a quick word on forces before we move on to Newton's laws of motions. First, we have to know what a force is, and lucky for us, it's pretty simple. A force is just a push or a pull. That's it. There's no more to the definition. Forces are pushes or pulls. So anytime, say you take your hand and you push on an object, that interaction between your hand and the object, that push, is called a force. So any push or pull is a force. And these forces change motion. That's how you can tell they're there. That's what, when it boils down to, a force does. And that can change motion in three different ways. It can cause the object to speed up, slow down, or change direction. You may recognize those as acceleration. So forces cause accelerations. Now when we go to draw these, because in later objectives we will be interested in drawing the forces acting on an object, to do that we just use arrows, because forces are vectors. They have a direction and a size, and an arrow is a very convenient way of doing that. The size of the arrow tells us the size of the force. So a short arrow represents a small force, big arrow represents a long force, and we can draw that accordingly. Also, since forces are vectors and thus have to have a direction, the direction the arrow points tells us the direction the force is acting. So if I draw the arrow this way, pointing to the left, that means that the force is acting to the left. And so by drawing my arrow, that way I can tell you what direction the force is and what size the force is. So big things to take away. Remember that a force is a push or a pull, and that what a force does is that it changes the motion of an object, either speeds it up, slows it down, or changes its direction.